So we got a lunar eclipse that's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow it's Wednesday, 11/17, November 17th. So November 18th, Thursday night, November 18th, 2021. We have the longest eclipse, the century's longest eclipse is coming. 3 hours, 3.5 hours. My God, if you miss this, eclipse, is there any eclipse that you're ever going to catch? 3 hours, it's 3 hours long. 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 3:03 a.m. I'm not for sure what time it is, but here's a little informational, Can you read that? Saying that it's the eclipse. All right. So that's enough of that. It's almost total lunar eclipse. Almost total lunar eclipse. What are we talking about here? An almost total lunar eclipse, it's going to be like a light red. It's only 95%, so it's not even a true blue lunar eclipse. It's 97%. 97%. That's not an eclipse. My God, you can still see things, right? And actually, since you're having the eclipse, you're not supposed to stare directly right at it, right? And for the flat earthers, I guess it's just going to be a flat line, right? It's a lunar eclipse. So Earth is flat, and the whole thing with the lunar eclipse is that Earth is in between the sun and the moon, and the shadow of the Earth is going to be on the moon. And so that means if the flat is a disc, if it's a nice little plate, I mean, what are the odds that it's just always going to, be a total circle and always envelopes the moon? No, we're actually going to see flat Earth. So, for the flat earthers, this lunar eclipse should be very exciting because we're just going to see a straight line go across the moon. A straight line that goes across the moon, therefore proving that Earth is not a round sphere. It's not a spheroid. It's not a circular. It's not a ball. It's not a ball at all. It's a plate. Earth is a goddamn plate. So the flat earthers are finally going to have their day in the sun. And now they're going to, their day not in the sun, their day in the lunar eclipse, right? Their day in the shadow. Well, not a shadow, just be a flat line. So actually, it's a full moon too. So that's exciting, right? 3.5 hour eclipse with the full moon. The full moon, so it's the brightest and it's full. But guess what? We only see one side of the moon, the dark side of the moon. We don't ever see that shit. China gets to see the dark side of the moon. We don't get to see the goddamn, but it doesn't matter. The moon is not made of cheese. It is made of cheese, but it's not Swiss cheese. It's the Mexican blend with the Colby and cilantro, and you got a salsa mix. So we're going to see a light red. It's 600 years. They say that this is such a unique thing that's going to happen tomorrow, Thursday night, the longest 3.5 hour partial 97% lunar eclipse. How many times are you going to see a 97% lunar eclipse that goes on for 3.5 hours on a November 18th, Thursday? How many times? Like once every 600 years? If you skip tomorrow's lunar eclipse, don't worry about it because your great, 30 great grandchildren, they'll see it. Your great, your great, and then you could say, hey, finally, the goddamn master's lineage finally got to experience this lunar eclipse. I guess there's probably video. You could just YouTube, right? Just go online, see it. YouTube. But I mean, so don't stare directly at the eclipse, right? If you want to see the saucer, the flat line that is flat Earth. What else do we got? May 2022. So these eclipses, lunar eclipses, happen pretty frequently. May 2022. If you don't see it tomorrow, you'll be able to see it next year. But this is a very specific, particular one. They said February 18th, 1440. Or was it the 16th? February 16th, February 18th, or the 16th in 1440 was last time this shit happened. 600 years ago, 600 from now, something's about to happen, right? Tomorrow, this 97% partial lunar eclipse, the longest ever. 11 p.m., 1 a.m., depending on if you're the East, Pacific, 1:18 a.m., 3:03 a.m. I've 1:18 a.m. So it's early, right? You guys are late, depending on, or don't fucking go to. This is, you know what? This is something that you should just drop out of college for. If you're gonna drop out of college, this is a good reason. Nah, why? I gotta observe the lunar eclipse. You damn flat earthers don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or maybe you do. Or maybe you do. I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out tomorrow. Do we have a flat earth or not? Fucking lunar eclipse. Let's figure this shit out tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Let's Colorado!